Hi, my name is Prithvi Shetty. I'm a master's student at the University of Washington pursuing the Information Management program. Let's start with where I was a few years back. January 2016. I'm an undergraduate student in India. I have 6 months left to complete my bachelor's degree in engineering, but I still have no clue about my real life passion. As a secondary passion, I did play esports, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, on a national level in India, but it was never recognized by people at large. 6 months later, I was introduced to a Counter-Strike data analytics platform, which significantly changed the face of esports and helped it flourish in India. This made me inclined towards studying further in the field of data analytics, but still I had no firm clue of what I'm going to do. But this was our main motivation in applying at the University of Washington at the Information Management program. A year later, July 2017, I got an admit from the University of Washington. The following 3 months were the toughest times in my life, as I had to prepare to leave for UW in fall 2017. September 2017, I finally reached Seattle to attend my first lecture at the University of Washington. January 2018, 3 months into my degree, I was still looking for a headway into my interest. It was a month later when my data science professor Ben Althaus asked me if I can do an independent study under him, which involved the research of Ebola disease in West Africa. It was this research study which led me to my interest in applied data science. June 2018. Completing the research work with Professor Ben Althaus and having worked for 6 months in the field, I felt determined about my newfound passion, which eventually led me to secure my internship as a data science intern. Through Professor Sean, I was introduced to another research opportunity under Professor Reza Hosseini for applying data science to understand behavior of patients suffering from Parkinson's disease. August 2018. During my internship, I was able to apply my knowledge of data science learned at UW to the real-life industry problems. My industry work in data science for the 3 months helped me bag the Best Intern 2018 award. During my on-campus work experience as a food handler at UW, I noticed that almost 40% of the food was wasted every day. In one of the hackathons in my internship, I worked with my hackathon team to devise an idea that reduces food wastage by almost 80% by routing the excess food to starving and homeless people through effective data usage, which fetched me the first place in the hackathon. September 2018. As the new academic year started for me, I took on the position of the president of UW Umang, an RSO which promotes international diversity and inclusion and Indian culture. The new academic year reminded me of all the personal difficulties that I faced while moving to a new city while joining the university exactly a year back. We are able to arrange free pickup and free temporary accommodation for more than 60 international students joining fall 2018 successfully. Also, I led a cultural event of more than 200 participants and over 40 volunteers successfully promoting diversity and inclusion. I earned a place in the University of Washington team in esports for Counter-Strike Global Offensive against other collegiate and professional teams across the nation for the year 2018-19. November 2018. In the NASA Hackathon 2018, I, along with my classmates, were able to win the first place at the hackathon, and also did we qualify for the global finals representing Seattle. A couple of weeks later, in T-Mobile Hackathon 2018, we represented University of Washington again and were awarded the first place for the same. And now, with just 6 months left for my graduation, but with a clear path and focus in data science, I envision to apply my knowledge of data science in the field of medicine and social growth. My final aim is to apply for a PhD with research focus in cancer detection through machine learning, so that no other student has to go through the same difficulties which I faced. UW helped me realize my passion in data science and gave me a great opportunity to apply data science through research work. It helped me distinguish my talents in esports and helped me promote esports through students at the University of Washington. It also gave me a chance to help other international students overcome the international barriers of culture which I faced as an international student at UW. Finally, UW molded the individual in me, it developed my personality for good and better, and prepared me for what's next. I'd like to conclude by saying that University of Washington truly did teach me to be boundless. Thank you.